What's going on, guys? I'm going to be doing another Poker 101 video today. This one, we're going to be talking about what is the game of Texas Hold'em, and later on, I'm going to be breaking down a full-length hand from start to finish. So a little history lesson before we get started. The game of Texas Hold'em originated in Robstown, Texas, I believe I read, in the early 1900s. And in the 60s, it became a really big hit in Las Vegas. It was a game where players can bet up to 4 times. So think of it like 4 rounds of betting instead of just 2. The games that they had at the time, like 5-card draw, players could only bet twice. So it became really popular because it became more of a skill-based game rather than a luck-based game. So different factors came into play. So in the 1960s and 70s, it became really big and popular. People like Doyle Brunson, who actually passed away last year, so rest in peace, sir. He was one of the ones that really started it all. Even in the 1970s, wrote a book, The Bible of Poker. So he was one of the ones who really helped the game and helped it become what it is today. But that's just some short history facts on the game. Now I'm going to go into those 4 rounds of betting that we talked about earlier. Going to go through a typical Texas Hold'em hand and the structure of it all. In this example, I'm not going to go through any of the positions or which order that people go in. I'm just going to clearly talk about the structure. So a typical hand goes somewhat like this. Everybody's dealt 2 cards face down, and these are called the hole cards. So these cards only you get to see and only you get to use. The next 5 cards I'm about to show you are all face up, and they're called the community cards. So your 2 hole cards plus the community cards combined, and you get to make your best 5-card hand possible. And whoever has the best 5-card hand at the end wins. So this is round number 1, and this round is called pre-flop. So everybody just gets their 2 cards, and in this example, I'm not going to go in any specific order, but I'm going to go first. I look at my cards. I like what I see. I throw in money so I can continue to the next round, and then it goes in order. This person also looks at their cards. They like what they see. They're going to continue. They throw in money. This person doesn't like what they see. They fold. They don't really like their hand. They don't want to risk any more money to go on to the next round. They just throw their cards away. This person, same. They look at their cards. They fold. They don't like what they see. They don't want to risk any more money. And again, not a good hand. They just fold it away. So it's only 2 of us. So again, I'm going to go first, and it's just going to go back and forth. So that's round 1, called pre-flop. Round number 2 is called the flop. These are when the community cards come into play. So the dealer flips over 3 cards face up. So these 3 cards are both of ours, if that makes sense. So only these whole cards are mine. These whole cards are that opponent's. But these 3 cards, the flop, are community cards, everybody in the hand that gets to use. So my 2 cards plus these 3 try to make the best 5-card hand possible. So that's round 2. We're going to get another round of betting. So I look at my cards. I look at the flop, those 3 cards. I may like what I see. I throw in some money. And if this person likes what they see, they want to match my bet, they throw in more money so they can continue to the next round. Round number 3. So in this round, it's called the turn. So again, the dealer flips over only 1 card this time though. So first the flop was 3. The turn is only 1 card. So that's round number 3, the turn. And then we go another round of betting. So in this round, again, I could look at my cards, or hopefully you remember what your cards were. And then depending on what the board is, you can either throw in more money or decide not to. In this situation, don't really want to risk any more money, so I decide not to throw in any more money. And this person kind of agrees. They're like, all right, let's just go on to the next round, just like normal. So this round, round number 4, is the river, is 1 more card face up. So again, those 5 community cards all face up. Remember what I talked about earlier? So your 2 hole cards plus the 5, try to make your best 5-card hand possible. So 4th and final round of betting. Again, I look at my cards, or hopefully I remember them, and I like what I see. I throw in some money, because remember, there's a pile of money in the middle, and we're both trying to compete for it. So in order to compete for it, instead of going outside and boxing or whatever, you throw in money, and if that person wants to match the money that you throw in, then at the end, you flip over your cards and you see the winner. If they don't want to match your bet, then they can just throw their cards away like those other opponents did before. So I throw in money. That player, he wants to match it. He throws in the exact same amount of money. We flip over our cards and we see who wins. So I flip over my cards. He flips over his. I have an ace and an ace. So I have, give you a few seconds. Remember on the last video? Right, I have a pair of aces. So pretty good pair. This player, give you guys a second. Hopefully you can see it. I'll move it a little bit. But he has a straight. Remember what a straight was? So he has 4, because remember, these are his cards. So he has a 4, a 5, and he's using his 2 whole cards, a 6, a 7, and an 8. So remember, straight, all on a straight line. Doesn't matter if it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or in this case, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So who wins? Right, the straight wins. Obviously way better than a pair, so he would win whatever amount of money that's in the middle. So again, that's just a typical Texas Hold'em hand. So we can go over it again. Round number 1 is your whole cards. Everybody gets 2 cards face down that only you can see and only you can use, and that's called pre-flop. Round number 2 of betting is called the flop, where the dealer flips over 3 cards face up, and then everybody goes around and bets if they choose to. Round number 3 is the turn. The 4th card face up. Remember, it's only 1 card, but that's round number 3, the turn, and then everybody bets again if they choose. And then round number 4, 4th and final round, is the river, the 5th and final card face up. So your 2 whole cards plus the 5 community cards combined to make the best 5-card hand possible wins whatever's in the middle. So hopefully that helped. Hopefully that helped with any of the confusion that you may have had. So when you watch my videos from start to finish, any given hand, you can really follow along in those 4 rounds of betting. So you're not like totally lost, totally confused, what's going on, thinking to yourself. And hopefully you learned something. If you did, if you're new to the channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, because I'm going to be doing a lot more of these Poker 101 videos to really help the newbie beginner player and really help with the fundamental aspect and learning of the game of Texas Hold'em. So always remember, it's a great day. You woke up today. Be grateful, be thankful. Always, I'm Matty Ice. This is Games Poker. Peace out. Oh, is it still on? Oh, it is. Go Niners.